In our group, we decided to look at the content of various late-night television show Twitter accounts. With 4 out of 5 internet users present on some form of social media or another, it seems as though brand interaction through social networking sites like Twitter is now more important than ever. In a February 2014 article posted in Advertising Age, Scott Schiller, VP of Digital Advertising Sales for NBC Universal, stated that, of all the TV genres, late night is the most ripe for innovation due to the mix of talent, social power, and consumer engagement. Knowing this, we crafted our research question, which asks, for the major late-night TV shows, what is the relationship between Twitter content and audience engagement? We began the coding process by splitting up our sample of 1,000 late-night tweets, with each group member coding 250 tweets. Each group member focused on a different official late-night television show account. We chose the shows by taking one show from each of 4 main cable networks. All 4 shows air in the same time slot, making the shows competitors.
We began our sample with the last tweet tweeted on April 1st, counting backwards until we each had 250 tweets. Some hosts tweeted much more frequently than others, skewing our data to favor the more recent dates. Tweets included in research range from February 19th to April 1st of this year. We carefully coded each tweet, marking down the presence of the following variables: host type, date, number of favorites, number of retweets, type of retweet, promotion type, and content type. We also marked the presence of a clip from the show, a show hashtag, a celebrity account mention, a picture attachment, and a video attachment.
Of our 10 hypotheses, we found 6 to be significant. We will now provide a brief overview of our findings.
Hypothesis 1 stated, a relationship exists between the presence of a video attachment and the number of favorites. Hypothesis 1 was supported. We found that tweets containing a video attachment were favorited an average of 115 times less than those tweets not containing a video attachment. Hypothesis 4 stated, a relationship exists between the host and the type of content. Hypothesis 4 was supported. This graph displays the relationship between the host, which appears in the row, and the content type, which appears in the column. We found that about 50% of Kimmel and Letterman's tweets contained guest announcements, compared to Fallon and O'Brien, who only tweeted guest announcements about 10 to 13% of the time.
Hypothesis 6 stated a relationship exists between the host type and type of retweet. Hypothesis 6 was supported. The table here shows the relationship between the host type, visible in the rows, and the type of retweet, located in the column. For all 4 show hosts, 54 to 80% of tweets were not retweeted. Kimmel had the highest percentage of tweets retweeted by his personal account at 7.2%. Hypothesis 8 stated a relationship exists between the type of retweet and the number of favorites. This hypothesis was supported. The table shows the relationship between the type of retweet and number of favorites. Those tweets that were retweets of a celebrity account had an average of 600 favorites per tweet, compared to those tweets that retweeted a host's personal account, which had an average of 1,487 favorites per tweet.
Hypothesis 9 stated, a relationship exists between the host and the promotion type. Hypothesis 9 was supported. This table shows the relationship between the host, which appears in the columns, and the type of promotion, which appears in the rows. We found that about 30% of Fallon's, Kimmel's, and O'Brien's tweets contained promotional material from sponsors, compared to Letterman's tweets, which contained promotional material from sponsors only 9% of the time. Almost 33% of Letterman's tweets contained self-promotional material. Hypothesis 10 stated, a relationship exists between the presence of show hashtag and the number of retweets. Hypothesis 10 was supported. This graph shows that tweets not containing a show hashtag had a significantly higher number of retweets than those that did. There were about 718 tweets that did not contain the show hashtag. These averaged 148 retweets per tweet. There were 282 tweets that did contain the show hashtag. These averaged about 66 retweets per tweet.
We pulled a few key findings from our significant results. Firstly, video attachments do not increase the number of favorites. In fact, tweets with less content seem to be more favorited. Secondly, O'Brien and Fallon should tweet more guest announcements because these tweets received more retweets than the others. Next, all 4 hosts should retweet more using their personal accounts. These tweets received the highest number of favorites. Finally, the inclusion of a show hashtag actually decreases the number of retweets that tweet will receive. Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed our research and were perhaps surprised by some of the results.